one thing that I know, and I don't want to certainly, put words into your experience, but
Mhm.
one of the things that I noticed during my time at the White House, some of
Mhm.
the toughest critics were very surprisingly to me women. And I'd love to know what
Mhm.
you think we can do as women to help build each other up more. I think that so often women have become our own worst enemies. We look at the highlight reels on everyone's social media and wonder why our life isn't quite measuring up. And
Mhm.
how do we get past some of that? How do we kind of, I think, become a demographic of people who build each other up instead of look for ways to tear each other down? So often when I was in public, the people that were the most critical to my face in person were women. And I found it just so shocking and appalling at first until it sort of became the norm, which I don't think there's a woman in America who wants that to become the standard. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on how we do a better job as a community of women building each other up instead of tearing each other down.
Mhm. Absolutely. And I think that there is this game of one-upsmanship that
Yep.
is out there. And we have to prove that we're better than someone else or the next woman out there, whatever it is. And we shouldn't engage in that game. That's a game that men can play all day and night. But we are the doers. I look across, whether it's the Republican Party or even in the Senate, both Democrats and Republicans, the people that are working together and getting things done, large in part, are women. So we've got to get beyond that. And when we work together, we really do become such an incredible force. And what we have to celebrate is our differences. With Martha McSally and I, you would think that there is this great competition out there. We're both combat veterans, how can we one up the other, but I take great delight in the fact that she was our first female combat pilot. I think she is an incredible woman in her own right. And that's what we have to do, is focus on those incredible things that each of us bring to the table. And if we start celebrating more, we can detract less. In a world that's dominated by men, we should not take the time to tear each other down. If we ever want to achieve parity with men and our colleagues, we have got to learn to build each other up. And that's what I like to spend my time doing, regardless of whether we're Republicans or Democrats. If I see someone that's doing something really well, I want to make sure that I'm saying they're doing something really well. So we've got to get over it, and we just need to be supportive of one another.